Nigeria Info.
Keeper Jesus Owono said the Zalang National were not afraid of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Well, despite Nigerians' dominance, Equatorial Guinea scored first in the 36th minute through Ivan Salvador's opening goal before an immediate reply from the reigning African champ. Yep, Victor Osimhen. He leveled all ground for Nigeria. So after the game, the goalkeeper of Equatorial Guinea, who won the Man of the Match award in that game, said they've never been scared of. In fact, I mean, you lost in friendlies that World Cup qualifiers to Nigeria. 2 games you lost, and I don't know where this confidence is coming. Which one is you were never scared? Like you were never scared you never scared of Nigeria. Well, that's just the play. But I'm not alone in the building here. I've got Benga with me also. A very good morning to you, Benga.
A pleasant morning to you. Okay.
Are you proud to be a Nigerian? Yes,
of course, I'm always been. I'm proud to be who I am. Yes. Proud to be who I am.
Yes. What is that political answer?
It's not political now. Everybody knows who I am. So I'm proud to be who I am.
I know who I am.
But of course, I agree with the goalkeeper that they weren't scared coming to the game. Any objective football fan who saw both teams coming into the game would know that Equatorial Guinea were on a better form. Now, this is it. In the last 10 games, in fact, yesterday making it 11, Equatorial Guinea are unbeaten. And that's 6 draws, 5 wins. That's not just what paints Equatorial Guinea in good light. In that 11-game run, they've conceded just 8 times. And they've kept 6 clean sheets. Now, on the other side of the divide is the Super Eagles of Nigeria. In the last 10 games, I think we've lost 4 games. And I think just 5 wins or so. In that run, Super Eagles have conceded 13 goals. 13 goals in 10 games. How many clean sheets? I cannot count. So, I don't understand where this confidence is coming from on the green side when it is Equatorial Guinea who actually were on form coming into the game. And this is the first time in history, aside from, I think, the Chan competition in 2018 when they got a draw in the second leg. This is the first time Equatorial Guinea are getting a point of Nigeria in a competitive game. And that's enough.
I mean, they've never met in AFCON before.
Exactly. That was in the World Cup qualifier in 2008.
Yeah.
2
Where
losses.
they lost.
Yes, twice home and away. This is the first time they're getting a point of Super Eagles. So if there's anywhere to draw confidence from as the Zalang National, it's yesterday.
Well, the coach thinks otherwise. Equatorial Guinea head coach Joan Micah has said that there's nothing special in his side ending a share of the spoils against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. I mean, nothing special. We just that's what we have to do.
That's a coach that knows what he wants to do, knowing fully well that it's not about praises and applause. It's about process and progression.
I mean, there are 2 questions on my mind this morning. One should be the main focus, where the head coach of Nigeria, Jose Pesero, had said that he will be blamed. Maybe he's put some blames on the weather. I mean, you noticed yesterday that in between, the players had to go take a cooling break. They had a cooling break, and I think 2 times. One in the once
more than twice. If I saw water break
more than twice, yeah. But I know it was once from the first half and then once in the second half. But Jose Pedro thinks, I mean, playing by 2 p.m. in Ivory Coast, you know how hot it is. The weather wasn't just favorable for them.
I think 3 things cancel out that excuse. Number 1, Nigerians come from heat naturally, and in extension, this team camped in Abu Dhabi, in Dubai, in preparation for the AFCON. And Abu Dhabi is also as hot, if not hotter. So they acclimatized with the heat going into AFCON. So that's not an excuse.
No, should we blame... I hope you know these players do not base in Nigeria.
You don't get my point. Nigeria didn't play against Nigeria. So when you are saying Nigeria did this because of the weather, the other people they played against, are they robots? So I don't like that kind of excuse.
You never can tell how
the point is, the country where you come from and the place you camped are all hot zones. So we are not born, bred and buttered in a cold environment, then pushed into Ivory Coast to go and play the AFCON. That excuse doesn't hold water. the mistake from Victor, will I say mistake or a miss from Victor Osimhen when Iwobi put the ball on a platter for him. That defense splitting pass that opened up space for Victor Osimhen, and all he had was the mercy of the goalkeeper and the goalpost, and he played it wide apart, not even inches wide apart. That's not down to the weather. That's not down to condition. That is down to
Did you know if he was exhausted already, like he was really
exhausted?
Tired,
Did you see how he collected the ball? Did you see how he ran at the goalkeeper?
You weren't there. The coach was there.
I watched the game.
And he knew how the weather was, and that's why he's trying to make you understand that.
So Ivan Salvador that scored his 6th goal for Equatorial Guinea that destroyed our entire defense. In fact, the person who gave him the assist, I've forgotten his name now, took out Iwobi with one turn. Just body, Iwobi went out of the way. Okay. Shemilogo Ajayi, Olaino, all of them were ball watching. Even the guy in front of where Ivan Salvador scored the goal, I don't understand. 4-5 defenders.
Stop, you don't do. It's okay.
So the weather did affect Ivan Salvador?
It's looking like one star cry. It's okay.
No, excuses don't buy water.
The temperature wasn't good, and then he also said that the team needs to manage with these kinds of weather moving forward. Quickly, you have to listen to Jose Pesero where he spoke about the temperature and also the team's performance.
Yes, our team can manage well. There's a temperature because sure it's still more energy than the normal temperature, but I think we did well because in the second half you was better than the opponent. You push more than the opponent, you pressure more than the opponent, and you create more opportunity than the opponent. But not easy play in these conditions.
Okay, so not easy playing in these conditions. The temperature wasn't too good for Super Eagles, according to Jose Pesero. Now there's a side. Listen here. There's a side. There's a place he said, God gives and God takes. I don't know what God is taking from Nigeria or what he has taken from the Super Eagles of Nigeria, but he's hoping on God that God comes through for Nigeria in their next game against Ivory Coast. That's the host nation on Thursday. Okay, so we have to also listen to Jose Pesero where he's really relying on his chief, on God Almighty to come through for them on Thursday. He's hoping on God now. I mean, someone said God without work is...
Faith without works is death now.
When you're relying on God and you're not putting in work. But is there any blame? Is there any way you want to blame the coach for the game yesterday?
Blame the coach for the selection. Blame the players for their misses.
What selection did he get wrong?
Zaidou Sanusi had no business.
So he shouldn't have started.
We discussed this thing before the game started, didn't we? We had the option of Bruno Oyemachi. We had the option of Kalmis Bassi, who eventually now came in place of that Zaidou Sanusi in the 83rd minute. In the 83rd minute.
Wait. What about Shemi Ajayi? No,
the partnership between Shemila and Trosekong were totally off.
Totally off.
Is that not down to the coach? Is that not down to the coach? So again, the coach has his blame. The players themselves, aside from Hassan Yusuf until he was taken off, is the only shining light that I saw yesterday. The only shining light.
Okay.
And probably that 5 seconds of pass from Iwobi.
Finish. I know most Nigerians would go for Hassan Yusuf as their best man.
He was, actually.
For the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Well, guys, don't forget, we are live on YouTube. That's Nigeria Info Abuja. Please go subscribe if you're yet to, and then watch us live right now. So you see the face of Benga. And okay. So yes, Nigeria Info Abuja on YouTube, please. Well, let's also quickly listen to Jose Pesero where he's praying that God intervenes for them on Thursday when they meet host nations Ivory Coast.
Our defense played well today. Block the counter-attack. Avoid the Guinea, create this danger guy when receive the ball in deep. Yeah, I think you block well. Y paramos bien los pases delante. Can do more, can say more, work. Now recover well, eat well. Should the team is sad like me because they deserve more, but the football can happen that. Sometimes the God take, sometimes the God give. And wait, God gives for next match.
my God, this team will forever be funny. I mean, it's
You
good.
don't tell meme like that.
I'm telling you, it's good that we have a coach that fears God. That is one thing.
We have a coach that fears God and has no inclination of his primary duty as a coach. Because okay, now the aftermath of that game, for example, if you are a coach who knows what he's doing, who you actually corrected yourself late in the game, you should be talking about your selection and the gameplay and how to recover in the next game.
Listen, it's always good. So you don't come saying, why did you not give Shemi a chance? Why did you not give Zaidu Sanisi a chance? Because I mean, it's over a year plus that we've seen Zaidu Sanisi play for Super Eagles of Nigeria, and I was surprised.
So it's a compensation.
No. I was surprised to see him.
Exactly.
The only
he had no business starting in the left
back. The only shocking thing there that was good to me was Stanley Nwabili, who actually had a good game, because you're never going to blame that first goal on the goalkeeper.
Well, I have my own reservations for the goalkeeper as well, but I think Equatorial Guinea didn't really test him enough, because he wasn't, according to the statistics, Equatorial Guinea had just one shot on target from their 7 attempts, which was the goal. Stanley Nwabili didn't make any save in the game. He made 0 saves because all the shots from Guinea, aside from the goal, were off target. 6 shots off target, 1 shot on target, which was the goal. Their keeper, who eventually won the man of the match, Jesus Owono, he made 5 key saves in the game. 5.
Yeah, I mean,
so that shows that Nwabili wasn't tested or didn't really even partake.
There was no time to test him, because
again.
Nigeria had more of the chances.
We can neither commend nor criticize him.
Well, we can't even criticize him, because
but we can criticize the coach
the 2 goals
and the other players.
The 2 goals where it wasn't 100% his fault. If you ask me, I mean, the defenders were totally poor. Where was Ekong and Shemi?
That's what I'm saying now.
In fact, they gave time.
The guy who assisted the goal took out 3 of our defenders who were all ball watching,
and they were totally off. And no attempt to even stop the ball. It was wrong. It passed between Ekong and Shemi. And Shemi they just turned to look at the ball going into their own back. And I was like, okay, these are the defenders we have. But I'm sure there's Kenneth.
Kenneth Omero.
Yeah. So we have to see for center just Kenneth.
So are you telling me that Kenneth will be an upgrade to whatever we've been seeing?
So
again, it boils down to the fact that before we started the AFCON, I mentioned something very important, that we are going into this competition with plan A. Okay. We have 0 contingency plan, 0 plan B.
Okay, it's fine. That's fine. Let me take some of your messages, because I see them. The Nigeria has indoctrinated the coach Pesero. He is praying God does his work. Anyways, I won't really blame the coach. I didn't watch the match, but saw the highlight. Coach didn't make the players miss those chances, right? Okay, that's fine.
He would have put Kevin Bass in the position
says,
to
I
do
watched
better.
The Nigerian match yesterday, and I cannot blame Pesero. The coach chances for the chances they missed. I mean, we should be scoring those chances. As for Ghana, they never said this coming. They didn't see it coming at all. I mean, are you kidding me? Did you see the lyrics yesterday that I was able to? Are you kidding me? Are you came on later, but nothing happened. I mean,
it's the same way we try to rely on Musa, because some people were saying, oh, when we lack crosses into the box, when we lack runs, where is Musa? And I'm like, you're still relying on Musa? You didn't even call Chukwueze or somebody else who could come in.
And actually had a better game.
You understand? So it's still down to the selection of the coach.
Yeah. So I'm sure he has learned his lessons. And then moving on, we'll see a better selection for against Ivory Coast. Now let's see. Mohamed Salah saved Egypt from an embarrassing defeat yesterday in the opening African Cup of Nations game on Sunday, as he converted a penalty. Just 7 minutes into injury time to snatch a 2-0 drop with Mozambique. See Mozambique, they came back from a 2. My. Okay,
I saw the first goal was nice too.
Really?
Mohamed.
Okay. Well, Capo Verde. Hey, they did the unthinkable yesterday. I mean, Rodriguez pounced in injury time to give Capo Verde a shock 2-1 win over 4-time champion Ghana. So my Ghanaian brothers and sisters, I am sorry, didn't go Yahweh.
Charlie.
So Charlie, wait. Okay, so moving on now to what happened at the Spanish Super Cup yesterday in Saudi Arabia. Vinicius Junior scored his first hat-trick as Real Madrid beat Barcelona, to win the Spanish Super Cup. The winger scored twice in the first 10 minutes to put Carlo Ancelotti's side in control in Saudi Arabia. And from after his third goal, he had a celebration to honor Cristiano Ronaldo with a huge celebration, and to him,
it's always
been his idol. And this is his home, Saudi Arabia. This is where he plays for now. And yes, he was in attendance yesterday, to watch his former team demolish Barcelona. So Xavi has got an explanation to make.
Apart from explanation, it's still what we will say about the Super Eagles. You half blame to the coach and half blame to the players. You had a Frankie de Jong and a Gundogan in the game, and they couldn't control anything against the Kroos, Valverde, and Bellingham. You had Jus Kounde and Araujo who couldn't even know what they were doing against Vinicius Junior. All the battles in the game were lost. Lewandowski got a goal, but he didn't perform as half as what Vinicius Junior and Rodrigo did. So,
all right, moving on to Australia Open, like it's on right now, and Andy Murray is still at it. I don't know if that match is over, but Coco Gauff, who won first Grand Slam single titles of her career at the US Open in September, says the pep talk helped her overcome early nerves as she cruised through her first Grand Slam match as a major champion at the Australian Open. The 19-year-old American who won her maiden, I told you in September, won a 6-3-6-0 against Slovakia Carolina. Okay, also Vondrousova, ranked 7th in the world, became the highest seed to fall so far in the round 1 after a 6-1-6 defeat by Ukrainian qualifier Diana. And also, let's tell you that Russian third seed Dani Medvedev survived the scare as he fought back from a set down before his opponent Atmane quit in tears because of a cramp in the Australian Open first round. Now, talking about Alhassan, you see the way he was put out yesterday. He spoke to newsmen and said it was just a cramp and nothing much, and nothing serious. I'm sure he'll be fit for the next game because that midfield needs to be locked.
Well,
he was really everywhere yesterday.
The most important question is how come he was not in the initial selection and he was his way into the first team selection.
Let's not go back to what has happened now.
Down to the coach again.
That's it from us. Don't forget, the 18 will be here again later this evening for Football Frenzy. Good morning.
Ida of trading himself. James, hello.
Susan, I beg. Say they whine me.
For where? You who no longer depend solely on your salary.
So you people trade.
Connection established. This is Nigeria.